Tonight, we're diving into an absolute masterpiece of an Indonesian horror film titled Mama Pesan dari Neraka, or Mama, a Message from Hell. This movie is absolutely terrifying. It revolves around the concept of the Iblis, where a mother and daughter experience something that completely shatters their lives. Now, without further delay, let's jump straight into the story. In the beginning, we meet a psychic and tarot card reader named Sari. Then, a demon appears and tells us that he used to think all these supernatural messages came from heaven. But later, he realized they were actually coming from hell. He explains that demons stack on top of one another until they reach the gates of heaven. From there, they eavesdrop on the angels, catching every single sentence they speak. They pass those sentences down to the demons below. This chain continues until the messages reach the ears of shamans, psychics, and witches. This is exactly how they receive their gifts. The demon explains that while it seems like these psychics are delivering the truth, it's all a facade. In reality, those true messages are built on a foundation of countless lies. Meanwhile, Sari is reading cards for a client, and the death card keeps appearing over and over. It's a clear omen of an impending death. The demon narrates that this death isn't for the client, but for Sari herself. After the session, Sari visits her colleague, Cardo. Cardo had actually quit the world of card reading. Sari tells him everything, and Cardo warns her that in their line of work, the whispers they hear are from demons. They come straight from hell, and in this profession, death is inevitable and cannot be escaped. As they are talking, Sari suddenly sees the same demon. The demon shows her a gruesome vision of a cook being killed by a knife blade to the head. However, in reality, nothing like that had happened. Next, we see Sari's daughter, Putri, waiting for her mother at home. Then we see Sari again, while a report about her plays on the radio. Sari was running frantically somewhere. As she runs, she reaches the site of an accident and is suddenly killed in a hit and run by a truck. When Sari opens her eyes, she feels perfectly fine. But then she looks down and sees that the person inside the wrecked car was actually her. She is dead. What we were seeing was actually Sari's spirit. In reality, when Sari left Cardo's place, she had the accident immediately and didn't even realize she had died. The scene shifts to the funeral. We see Putri's boyfriend, Doni, and Putri's aunt, Sari's sister, Marni. After the rituals are over, Sari is buried and Doni leaves. Marni stays with Putri for a few days, moving into the guest room. Putri starts having childhood flashbacks of Sari teaching her how to read tarot. In these memories, Sari's image leads Putri to her old office. There, Putri discovers Sari's tarot cards. Putri pulls the cards out of the box. Suddenly, we get a flashback. It reveals that Sari and Putri had a massive fight a while back. Sari wasn't paying any attention to her daughter, spending all her time reading cards for others. That night, while Putri is sleeping, someone touches her shoulder. Putri wakes up, startled. She hears her mother calling her name from outside the room. She searches the whole house but finds no one, even though the voice keeps calling. Suddenly, Marni appears, giving Putri a jump scare. Putri asks if she was the one calling out. Marni says no, she hasn't said a word. Disturbed, Putri heads back to her room but stops at a corner. Their maid, Septi, arrives. She takes Putri to her room and tells her she's there if Putri needs to talk. Septi tucks her in and leaves. Once Septi is gone, Putri gets a text. The sender claims to be Sari, saying, "It's Mom." Putri assumes it's a prank and tries to go back to sleep. But when another text arrives, Putri calls the number. Suddenly, Sari's phone, which Putri had kept in her own room, starts ringing. Putri is terrified and hides under her blanket, because the blanket is the ultimate shield against the paranormal. She could hear Sari's voice calling her name over and over. We can even see Sari's spirit lurking in the room. The next morning, Putri wakes up to find Marni searching through her room. Marni claims she is just tidying up. When Marni spots Sari's phone and picks it up, Putri snatches it away. Marni tells her that Sari's final wish was for Putri to write a funeral speech. She claims this might finally bring peace to Sari's spirit. Later, Putri goes to college and tells Doni about the creepy messages. Doni thinks someone is just playing a sick joke, but Putri wonders who would be cruel enough to do this. Then some of Putri's friends come over and ask her to hang out. Putri agrees. Suddenly, she gets a text from Sari warning her that her friends want to hurt her and she shouldn't go. Putri ignores the text again. But as she is about to get into a car to head home, a strange lady approaches her. The lady tells Putri to trust your mother's texts. This terrifies Putri. How could a stranger know about those private messages? Anyway, that night, Putri goes to see her friends, but they prank her just to scare her. They then pressure her into doing a tarot reading for them. Despite her hesitation, Putri is forced to do it, and one of her friends records the whole thing. The moment Putri starts the reading, she pulls the Eight of Swords. The card symbolizes negativity and being trapped or helpless. Suddenly, the lights flicker out. Putri sees the same demon and flees the place in a total panic. She gets another text from Sari saying, "I told you your friends would hurt you." Seeing this, Putri calls the number and screams into the phone. She yells that her mother is dead and whoever is doing this needs to stop. The joke has gone way too far. Finally, Putri returns home and hears a noise. She finds Marnie rummaging through her closet. At dinner, Marnie asks Putri who Sari met before the accident and where the tarot cards are kept. When Putri asks why she's so curious, Marnie claims it was Sari's wish. Right then, Sari texts Putri saying Marnie is lying and the cards belong only to Putri. Since Putri was already suspicious, she starts acting cold and asking Marnie some very pointed questions. Suddenly, Putri's cat walks in front of Marnie, and Marnie looks genuinely terrified. Putri leaves with her cat. Septi is seen watching all of this from the hallway, looking like she knows exactly what's going on. In her room, Putri looks at the tarot cards. Some cards fall, and when she leans down to pick them up, they have formed a perfect circle. In the center of that circle lies the death card. Putri eventually falls asleep but is woken by a noise outside her door. She opens the door to find her cat, then goes back to bed. Meanwhile, in Sari's old room, Marnie is still hunting for the cards. She feels a presence and looks around, but finds nothing. But then, shockingly, Sari's body appears right in front of her, wrapped in a burial shroud. It's the Pokong demon. Marnie is paralyzed with fear and closes her eyes. When she opens them, Sari is gone. Marnie sees Putri's cat, grabs it, and takes it away. The next morning, as Putri gets ready for college, she can't find her cat anywhere. She gets very upset and asks Septi to help find it. Septi tells Putri that her car has a flat tire. She suggests Putri take a cab instead. At college, Putri shows the text to Doni again. Putri is now convinced it is her mother texting her from the grave. Doni still thinks it's all a hoax. Suddenly, Sari sends a picture of Marnie holding Putri's cat. Putri shows the photo to Doni. Donna's only question is, who took this picture? Then, a girl from school approaches Putri. She asks for a reading because the video Putri's friends recorded has gone viral. Putri goes straight to her friends and demands they delete the video. Instead, they start pushing her around. Right then, Sari whispers in Putri's ear to fight back. Suddenly, Putri becomes possessed. She smashes a bottle and tries to attack her friend with the jagged glass. Doni arrives just in time to restrain her. Putri snaps out of it and runs to the bathroom, horrified by her own actions. She hears someone crying in a stall. When she checks, she sees her mother weeping. Then her mother starts attacking her, but a second later, the stall is empty. Later, Putri and Doni are on a bus. Sari sends a text with a news report about a fatal accident involving that exact bus. Seeing this, Putri drags Doni off the bus immediately. They take a cab instead. On the way, they see that a massive accident has occurred. Putri gets out of the cab to look and is horrified to see it was their bus. If they had stayed, they would be dead. She tells Doni, but he still doesn't believe her. Frustrated that Doni won't trust her, Putri storms off. Back home, she finds Marnie, who is acting very concerned. Putri ignores her and keeps searching for her cat. She enters a room and sees blood on the floor near the door. Her cat is lying there, dead. Putri breaks down in tears. Septi and Marnie rush in at the sound of the crying. Putri screams at Marnie, accusing her of killing the cat. Marnie denies it, but Putri retreats to her room in a rage. A picture falls off her wall on its own. Behind the picture is a hidden note. Sari had written that Putri has the gift to be like her and help people. Putri decides she's ready, especially since Sari's phone is blowing up with texts from clients. Putri discusses this with Septi. Septi tells her that if it feels right, she should use the gift to help others. That night, while Putri is sleeping, she hears a noise. She follows it and sees a vision of her mother, Sari, bound in chains. She is being tortured in hell. Sari tells Putri she must continue her work and read the tarot cards. The next day, Putri goes to visit the man Sari was reading for at the beginning of the movie. She performs a reading for him. Back at the house, Septi tells Marnie that Sari is texting Putri and wants her to take over the tarot business. Marnie reveals the truth. Sari's biggest fear was that Putri would end up like her. This confirms that whatever is texting Putri is definitely not Sari's spirit. As Putri reads the cards, she hears her mother's voice. The voice tells her to tell the man his fortune, that his relationship will fail and his child will die. Putri can't bring herself to say it. Suddenly, she sees the demon again. The demon kills a nearby dancer in a gruesome vision. The demon is threatening Putri. The message is clear: deliver the prophecy or suffer. In reality, the dancer was fine, but Putri is terrified. She bolts to her car. Sari texts her asking why she didn't deliver the message. Putri doesn't reply. In the car's rearview mirror, she sees Sari sitting in the back seat. But we know for a fact this is the demon. Putri returns home. That night, Marnie is in Sari's office searching for the cards again. Putri hears her and enters. Suddenly, Sari's spirit possesses Putri through a fly. Meanwhile, Marnie finds Cardo's number in Sari's contacts and calls him for help. Before she can say much, she hears a noise. The possessed Putri attacks Marnie with a glass shard. She stabs Marnie in the chest. Putri suddenly wakes up, thinking it was just a nightmare. But she hears Septi screaming and rushes to her. She sees Marnie on the floor with the glass shard in her chest. Marnie is barely alive. Putri looks down and sees her own hands covered in blood. An ambulance takes Marnie to the hospital. Septi tells Putri that Marnie was only there to help. Sari's actual final wish was for Marnie to protect Putri from the cards. As Septi is explaining this, Sari texts again. The text says Septi is lying and tells Putri to run. Putri hops in her car and speeds off. We see Sari's spirit standing right behind Septi. On the road, Putri sees Sari's ghost and, in a fit of rage, throws her phone out the window. She goes to college to find Doni, but Doni is acting strange. He shows Putri his own phone. He received a text from Sari asking why Putri is afraid of her mother. Putri looks at Doni, and for a second he has Sari's face. All the other students nearby also take on her mother's appearance. Putri flees to her car. On the windshield, she sees "Come home" written in blood. The radio turns on by itself, and Sari's voice repeatedly calls her name. No matter how many times she turns off the radio, it turns back on. Putri goes back home and finds tarot cards scattered on the floor. She follows the trail to Sari's room. There, she sees Sari sitting on the bed. Sari asks her why she refuses to read the cards. Putri tries to run, but the door slams shut. Sari whispers in her ear, and Putri is possessed once again. This time, she attacks Septi and tries to strangle her. Septi manages to escape and hide in the kitchen. Putri stalks her with a knife. When Septi tries to grab a phone, Putri catches her. Just as she's about to kill her, Cardo and Doni burst in. Cardo performs an exorcism and frees Putri from the possession. Shockingly, we see it wasn't Sari's spirit, but the demon itself. Cardo asks about the cards. Putri goes to find them, but they are gone. They all split up to search the house. Cardo finds a pentagram in Sari's room. He realizes Sari had made a pact with the Iblis, the devil. Putri eventually finds the cards hidden in a cupboard. but the demon starts messing with her mind. He makes Cardo, Doni, and Septi look like monsters to her. Hearing her screams, they rush to her side. The demon finally reveals itself. Cardo and the others calm her down. Cardo explains that the entity talking to her this whole time wasn't her mother. It was the Iblis. Sari had made a deal with him, and the cards were the medium connecting him to this world. The Iblis wants Putri to become the new card reader to keep the cycle going. Cardo reveals the terrifying truth. The Iblis eavesdrops on heaven and sends those messages to psychics. But the messages are corrupted. Each message is a mix of a few truths and 1,000 lies, designed to eventually come true in the worst way. Anyone who makes a pact with the Iblis is dragged to hell after death to become a demon. To end this, they must bury the cards with Sari's body. Cardo had warned Sari, but she didn't listen. This explains the message at the beginning. The Iblis is the father of lies. The group drives to the cemetery. Cardo leaves Doni and Putri in the car while he takes Septi to help. But Putri suddenly locks the doors and tries to garrote Doni with a seatbelt. The Iblis has possessed her again. Doni can't break free, so he leans on the horn. Cardo hears it and smashes the window to save him. He frees Putri once more. Cardo takes Putri to the grave and starts digging. He tells her to wait while he goes to get the cards. As soon as he leaves, the Iblis animates Sari's corpse. The body sits up in the grave. Putri is flooded with memories of her mother's real love. Cardo returns, snaps Putri out of her trance, and drives the Iblis out of the corpse. They finally bury the cursed cards with Sari. Later, Putri finds a photo in Sari's room with a hidden letter behind it. Sari knew she was going to die soon. In the letter, she apologizes for not spending enough time with Putri. She says she is proud of her and tells her never to trust the whispers. She begs Putri not to fall into the same trap and to pray for her. The next morning, Putri, Cardo, Doni, Septi, and a recovering Marnie gather. They pile up all of Sari's occult belongings and burn them. Because the pact was connected to these items, burning them is the only way to sever the connection. The Iblis is finally banished. The pact is broken and it's all over. The Iblis tried to claim multiple souls in exchange for one, but he failed. And boom, that's the end of the movie. So friends, that was the story of Mama Pesan dari Neraka, Mama A Message from Hell. I hope you enjoyed this recap. You might remember a similar Hollywood movie about tarot cards. This film takes that concept and gives it a terrifying local twist. This movie is incredibly intense and genuinely fun to watch. The way the Iblis manipulated Sari and Putri was bone-chilling. He wanted to claim Putri's soul as a bonus for the deal he made with Sari. Every time Sari read the cards, the Iblis was whispering in her ear. He wasn't giving her the truth. He was twisting reality to claim the souls of the people mentioned in the prophecies. I've explained everything now. I hope the concept and the plot were clear to you. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay creepy.